Howdy everybody, welcome back into the video. So, it's been a while since we talked about Halo on this channel in any significant capacity, because let's be real, there hasn't been really much positivity to talk about outside of the season, so I kind of didn't feel the need to really discuss it, because I wouldn't find it all that interesting. But this time though, it's a little different. So as we'll get into in a bit. But first of all, I would like to give a shout out to Apex Gaming PCs, so if you're looking to get into gaming PC scene, Apex Gaming has a variety of options when it's kind of ready to build, custom made, 50% off PCs or gaming laptops. They also work with various content creators, so if you're interested, link down in the description below. Now let's get today's news. So, Halo Infinite, a game that's had a very rough time. That's putting an understatement on it, especially over the past year. Like, things have been not looking good for this game, so it seems ever since the winter update, it's been turning around a little bit, but doubtful it'll ever make a complete comeback, but who knows at this point, so, you know, but anyway, so why am I talking about Halo Infinite again, after all this time? Anyway, so there's been a couple leaks recently that seem to indicate that Firefight is coming to Halo Infinite at some point in the future. When though? Time will tell. This is just based on data mine information, so if Firefight, you know, doesn't come, hey, don't shoot the messenger, people. I'm just relaying the news, I guess, you know, but, so take it with a grain of salt. Anyway, let's get into it. So this first post is by Delta Index, where they posted, about a week ago actually, new game modes added to the custom game test. Firefight Default, UGC, Firefight Bastion, UGC, hashtag Halo Infinite. Then we have another Twitter account by the name of Ashy where they posted this. New voice lines for Falcon and Forge Firefight were added.
Oh my god!
So, yep. So this seems to indicate that Firefight will be coming to the game at some point. Whenever it's through, it seems to be through Forge, just based on what Delta Index is saying. And the fact that voice lines for Firefight were added, yeah, that seems to indicate that there really does have plans to introduce Firefight into Halo Infinite at some point. But, will it actually kind of make it into the game? Who knows, because, let's be real here, anything can happen during development of games or anything like that sort of thing. So, but, based on there's already voice lines in the API, I have a gut feeling it's gonna happen, but, you know, actually release, but when though? Time will tell, you know, again, as I said before, because, you know, never know though with 3 for 3 nowadays, so completely different compared to what we're used to, but, anyway, moving on from that. Now, so, okay, this next one is a thread, seemingly based on somebody who we have covered before on the channel, by the name Bathrobe Spartan, where they put out a whole thread talking all about Firefight. So without further ado, let's get into it. So first off, he starts with, the Firefight is coming to Halo Infinite. Again, this is a translation from French, translated, you know, through Google, so if there's a lot of broken English, you kind of understand why. Anyway, create your own maps and arenas, place your AIs freely within Forge, configure your Firefight games as you wish, so you kind of make your own custom games like in Halo Reach, script your clash with nodes, revive your fallen allies. Again, that's something that has been done before in Halo, so for a game mode like Firefight, makes complete sense, especially if, you know, a couple of your buddies are playing, you know, like Halo Reach, again, custom, so, that's great. You know, the reviving teammates thing, that's been done before. Obviously, it was a huge feature in Halo 5's campaign. I forgot what the name of the mode is. I think it was maybe Attrition, I think it was, in Halo Infinite. I believe that was the one. Like where you can revive your teammates once you have lives, you can revive them. So I believe you can. So I believe that it's already been a thing. So this makes sense, especially for a mode like Firefight. It makes complete sense. Anyway, continuing. With no date set for the arrival mode, sounds like it's a while away. Anyway, with Season 4, Firefight scenes have been added with new options. Campaign placement can be done with all the modes available on Halo Infinite, so Catch the Flag, Slayer, Extraction, etc. I believe Extraction isn't in the game yet, but I've heard like on and off, like where that's gonna be a thing with Halo Infinite, so it kind of makes sense though, you know, but yeah, you get the point though. This seems like a great idea, because if you're trying to make a map, you can actually test the map with AI, like the AI bots that you would see in like the Academy and whatever, so it makes complete sense where, you know, in Forge you can actually just place AI so you can test your map. without having to ask people to test it for you when you can use bots / AI to do it. So it makes complete sense. I like this idea. Anyway, continuing. The mode option will allow you to act on the appearance of weapons of different AIs placed on the maps. Again, broken English. Note that the illustration image takes place on the House of Reckoning map, adapted from the mode, but it does not represent a firefight experience here. I guess perfect timing since that's the gameplay I'm using, House of Reckoning mission, because the two, areas where you fight all banished it would be perfect for a firefight map. So it would be perfect if they were just kind of poured over the House of Reckoning, those two House of Reckoning areas, maybe change them up a bit, to better fit Firefight, because you've already got a pretty good Firefight map right then and there. So it would be perfect if they did that, but yeah, if they were going to make a Firefight map themselves, I'd say House of Reckoning would be a perfect fit for that, at least in that format. But anyway, to finally finish this off, here we go. I guess they got people confused, so they want to specify, because we saw 2 to 3 quest / misunderstandings. Parameters for Firefight as well as extraction AI have shown here have been updated with this arrival season 4, so they're actively updating the API. Continuing, the image of the spawn is not from the Firefight, it's a simple illustration. Again, take it for what you will.
Yes! Yes!
So yeah, I'm all for Firefight coming to Halo Infinite because I like Firefight. I've always have ever since its introduction, Halo 3 ODST. Always been a fan of that mode. But hey, more PvE content for the game, the better, because really out of campaign, what PvE content really is there outside the academy? So, but again, those are just bots for multiplayer. So yeah, more PvE content, the better, man. Because for people who only play Halo for its PvE section, they're not really playing the game all that much, if at all, really. And the fact that, especially now, that since campaign DLC plans they had, whatever, were cancelled, again, they fired their entire campaign team. So, yeah, a mode like Firefight is a perfect substitute for that, because it still delivers a PvE experience, and you can do it co-op with your friends. So, that's just perfect right then and there. So, when will it come out? Who knows? Again, this is all based on data mine information, so take it with a grain of salt. But the fact that it's being updated in the API, seemingly, especially after Season 4 has been released, chances are that 343 has the full intention of releasing this sometime in the future. When though? Time will tell, I guess, but you never know. Things could take time. There could be delays internally. You kind of get the whole point. But yeah, I say this is an awesome idea, and you can make your own maps for Firefight in Forge. Bro, with some of these crazy things I've seen in Forge already, man, Firefight is gonna be huge. Especially since 343 confirmed that campaign AI is gonna be coming to Forge. Yeah, having Firefight in there at some point makes complete freaking sense. It's a smart play, smart idea. Again, especially for you who only play Halo for like the PvE stuff, which, let's be real here, it's been very lacking when it comes to Halo Infinite. I mean, even Halo 5 had PvE experience out the door when it had Warzone, and I think it was like a year or 2 later Warzone Firefight. So that was a kind of substitute for those who want a more PvE experience. And then bringing Firefight back, smart idea, 343, smart idea. And I commend you for this one, whenever it releases, because who knows with them, but because we all know how that happened with Halo Infinite ever since the game released almost 2 years ago. But we'll see what happens. Anyway, that's all I got to say on this topic. So yeah, really exciting news. I can't wait for Firefight to release, because I've always loved Firefight. Cause I remember playing a whole bunch with my friends all the time, and I know I will with Halo Infinite's iteration. But I guess we'll see when it releases for the game. Who knows though, but we'll see. Anyway, if you like this video, hit the like button, comment down below what you think, and consider hitting that subscribe button so you do not miss any more videos. We are 10 away from 400 subscribers, which is amazing. I did not think that I would be, this close already to that number. But hey, crazy things are happening, so I'll see you on the next one. Till then, have a good one.